Are you leaving that Chromebook there, Elena? So you're going to leave it there to charge. You need to move it over to the side because someone's going to step on it. All right? And Mom Danielle, slide the cords over because someone's going to walk by and they're going to pull it and they're going to knock it down. So we have Mrs. Smith here today. She's going to observe our little lesson. But I think she has maybe some rules, right, Mrs. Smith, that they can't turn around and look at you?
I'm just going to focus on you.
But they shouldn't be turned around looking at you though, right?
No, they should stay forward looking at their teacher.
Okay, so you just act as if she's not there, okay?
Is this mine?
Yeah, that one's yours. All right. Put it all to the side. Sebastian, headphones off. Are you ready, Ethan?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, we want you sitting down, okay? All right, so we've been talking about plural nouns, and yesterday we started talking about irregular plural nouns. Irregular. Everyone say irregular again?
Irregular.
Whisper it. Shout it out.
Irregular.
Now, we learned something about irregular rules yesterday about irregular nouns. What did we learn about irregular nouns when it comes to rules? Does anybody remember something that we learned when it comes to rules, Jackson?
You don't follow the rules.
They don't what, David?
You don't follow the rules.
They don't follow the rules, right? Because we learned if we have one desk, we spell it this way, but if we have two, what do we do? How do we say it? Maya, two what? If we have two desks, what do we put at the end?
S.
An S, right? Two desks. So we just, when there's a consonant, we add an S. But what if the word ends with a CH, an SH, an X? What do we add? Like if it's a bush. What does bush become? If we have like 5 of them, Elena?
Bushes.
Bushes. So what do we add, Elena?
ES.
We add ES. So we already learned that, right? But irregular plural nouns, as Jackson said, they don't follow what?
The
Oh
rule.
my goodness, are they like second graders?
No.
No. Second graders follow the rules, right?
Yeah, they're
So
like first
I
graders.
changed the video a little bit, the presentation, so you guys are gonna have to think about these words and you're gonna have to remember what we learned yesterday, and you're gonna have to think about how do people say these plural nouns, these irregular plural nouns? Because you hear people say them all the time, like your mom, your dad, your teacher, your uncle, your grandma. They say it, so we have to learn from listening. Jackson? What? Yes, I'll get you in just a minute. All right, so here we go. Whoops. All right, so go ahead and read that, Ariel. So here we have one man, it's singular, and man is an irregular plural noun. So we have to figure out, I don't have a clue up there. David,
Men.
put it in the sentence, please.
The men were waiting for the bus.
So the whole entire spelling change went from M-A-N to not M-A,
E.
M-E-N. Go ahead and read that, Naya. So this is singular. I have one fish. And then Zoe, go ahead and read it.
I have many fish in my teeth.
Now, someone told us something else yesterday. Someone else told us another way to write fish, plural. Because fish is kind of funny. We can do it two ways. It either can become, or I should say, it can say fish if it's more than one. But it can also become what? Does anyone remember from yesterday, David?
Fish?
Not fish.
Fishes?
Fishes, right? It follows this rule, huh? When you add an ES. Neither one would be wrong, so you can choose. All right. All right, go ahead and read that manual.
The children
Oh, oh, look at that word.
the child ate her lunch.
So child is just one, right? One. And now, Zoe?
The children ate their lunch.
So the whole word changed, right? We added R-E-N to it. That's totally different, doesn't follow the rules. All right, Jaylene, go ahead and read that one.
Can you see?
2. 1, 2, right? Andy,
Can you see his teeth?
his teeth, huh? We went from tooth to what, everybody?
Teeth.
Teeth. We don't say, can you see his toothus? Have you ever heard anyone say that?
No.
No, we've never heard anybody
Oh
ever.
my God.
Elena, has anyone ever said you need to brush your toothus?
No. No.
No.
Look at his teeth.
He needs to brush them.
Yeah. And they're like all crooked.
Well, maybe he's going to the orthodontist and gonna get them fixed, right? Hey, Naya, go ahead and read it.
I do not want to grow up like that.
Did you catch it? She said it. Go ahead and read it again, nice and loud.
The fireman off the wall.
The firemen. So she looked up the word fireman and she noticed that there wasn't just one, so she changed it to firemen.
No men.
All right. We already did that one with her. Okay. Jackson.
My foot smells really bad.
So that would be the singular. What would be the plural if both of them do?
My feet smell bad.
My feet smell bad.
Ew.
Have you ever heard anyone say, my foots smell bad?
Ew, that's disgusting.
All right. Does anybody remember this one? Maya? It's moose. Do you want to read it? We have one here. So go ahead and plug it into the sentence. Walked across the road. But if we have more than one Maya, what does moose become? Say it again. Everyone, what did Maya say?
Moose.
It doesn't change, huh? It doesn't change. It doesn't become mooses or moose. It stays exactly the same. Good job. So you remembered that from yesterday?
And if it became meese, it doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. All right. Matthew F. Can you read that back there?
My mom had a cactus in her yard.
So she has one cactus. Now, what happens if she has more than one cactus? What is cactus going to change to? What do you think? What do you think, Matthew?
Cactuses.
Cactuses, that's what the rules would tell us, right? To add an ES. So that's smart thinking.
I like
But what did Jackson tell us about irregular nouns, about rules?
Don't follow them.
They don't follow the rules. So what do you think, David? Everybody, did you hear what David said?
Cacti.
Cacti. Let's see if he's right. Go ahead and read that, David.
My mom has cacti in her yard.
Look at that. That whole spelling changed. Take a look at it. Spell the word cacti out loud for me.
Cacti. C-A-C-T-Y.
And you know what? I hear a lot of adults when they talk about cactus, and having more than one cactus, that they still use the word cactus. So the fact that David in second grade knew it was cacti is pretty impressive. Very nice.
Can I fill my pencil with felt?
Wait just a second.
That's a mouse.
Elena, go ahead and read it.
The mouse ran down the tree.
So a mouse is just one. Matthew A., what happens if we have a whole bunch of them? What are they called?
Mice.
Oh, is your name David? Let him have his turn. Matthew, I'm sorry. Mice, let's see. You guys agree with them? The mice ran down the tree? Did you say mice? All right, I think we're gonna stop there. So pull out your little flip charts and we're gonna work on these together.
And let's get in my backpack.
You do need a pencil though, so make sure you have your pencil.
Sure.
You don't have a pencil?
But babies are pretty cute. Yeah, right. Yeah. My cousin has a lot.
Everyone, no, we're not sharpening pencils, so if you have a little bit left.
My house used to have baby little mouse, but my dad threw them in the backyard.
You know why I can't have mice? Because I already have a baby bunny at my house.
All right, go ahead and get your first word. Everybody, what's the first word?
Man. Man.
Man is singular. What is it if it's plural?
Man.
So we're going to flip that up. And then we'll that. And right underneath it, we're going to write men. So make sure you write men right underneath that.
Yeah, what's my pencil?
It's right under your seat. Ruben? Come up here and get this one. All right. Singular. Everybody, what's this word?
Foot.
And I'm going to choose Juan Danielle. What would be foot plural? Foots. Do you guys agree with him? Foots?
Yes.
Yes? F-O-O-T-S.
No.
What is it going to become?
Feet.
Feet. So we're going to flip that over. On Danielle, we're going to put 2 E's in there instead of 2 O's. Feet. Okay, our next one is. Everyone what's the word?
Mouse.
Mouse. I'm going to pick one person. You know what, Elena, don't yell out. Dahlia. What does mouse become, Dahlia? Mice. Good. And we want to practice spelling these words because we do use them and we need to know how to spell them correctly. Okay, here's one we haven't had. Everyone, what's the next word? Everyone. Goose. Andy, do you know what goose will become if it's plural?
Geese.
Good. So we're going to change those 2 O's to what letter do you think?
E.
To E's. Good. Okay, everyone, the next word?
Woman.
Woman. Matthew F. What would woman become if we had more than one?
Woman.
What did you say?
Woman.
Women? Did you say women? That sounded like woman.
Say woman.
We have to make sure we change that A to an E. Women. We'll come back to this one later on. We're going to just do a few of them just for just so that we have enough time. So we'll go to some that we know. Everybody, what's this word?
Fireman.
So what is fireman gonna become, Jackson?
Fireman.
Firemen. All right, and looking at the other side, I'm gonna let some kids pick, maybe we'll pick about 3 of these to let me know what the plural noun is. So Manuel, do you wanna pick one from the other side? Okay, you had a pencil a while ago. What happened to your pencil?
It disappeared.
I gave you one yesterday too, so I'm not gonna give you another one tomorrow. Okay. Who wants to pick one of these words? David? Tooth. What is tooth gonna become?
Teeth.
Teeth. Ethan, what did David say tooth is going to become?
Teeth.
Teeth. So that means we're gonna have to change those O's to what?
E.
E's. Teeth. Naya, do you wanna pick another one? Is there one you think you know how it's going to change? Which one? Mhm. Fish, what do you think it's going to become? What did you say? Fishes. So this is the one that we can have, we can write it 2 ways. It can become fishes, like Naya said, where we add the ES, or it can just stay fish. I'm not taking questions right now. Or are you just telling me you know one? Is that what you're saying?
They call it fishy.
Nope, we're not gonna call it fishies. Not fishies. Okay, anyone else know one? Juan Danielle. Child, what is it gonna become?
Children.
Children, good.
I'm gonna go to the ant.
Mm-hmm, you're over here too. You see it on the screen? They're everywhere.
I can't see it.
Maybe they want to learn the plural nouns too. All right. I will let someone pick one more.
Can you please do the next spelling child?
Anybody want to pick one more that they know? Elena?
What is name is
Hold on, it's Elena's turn.
cactus.
And what does cactus become?
Cacti.
Cacti. Thank you, Hans David, for
Can
teaching
you
us that.
please a minute? I can barely see child.
Okay, cacti. Now I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Take a good look at your list of your irregular pronouns. And I'll give you a second just to copy that down. Give you 30 more seconds to copy.
Can you please a minute? I can barely see child. Okay.
Is that better,
Thank
Matthew?
you. Yes. I'll make this one.
So once you've copied them all, Elena, close your flaps. Put the book away, close your flaps. And I want you to look at these irregular pronouns, and I want you to pick 3 of them. 3 of them that you think you could use in a sentence. And I want you to put a little star or a little X by them. Like if you think you could put the word men in a sentence, put an X by it. If you think you could put children in a sentence, put an X by child. So pick 3 that you think you can use.
Children. How do you spell children?
Did you see it under the clock? No?
I didn't get the word cactus.
Hey, Sebastian, did you pick 3 already? check with your neighbor, just to glance over and ask them if they picked 3. 9, 8, you picked 3? Okay. So I'm going to show you, for example, if I picked the word man, hold on just a second, I'll put it back up. If I pick the word man, I'm going to use the irregular pronoun, which is what?
I'm gonna check how you spell children.
Ethan, hold on just a second, I'll put it right back up. So what is the irregular plural for man? Everybody.
Men.
Men. So I'm going to put men in a sentence. Let me think how I'm going to use men.
How do you spell children?
I'm going to tell you in just a minute. The men went to work. Notice that my sentences begin with a capital, end with a period, and I am going to underline the word men because that's the one I used. You guys have picked 3 words, so that means you're going to need 3 sentences. When you get your paper, put your name on the top and the date, and then you can put your 3 sentences. Ethan, I'm going to put children right up here really big so you can copy it. Maybe.
Can you put cat eye too? I can get the cat eye.
I think your neighbor might be able to help you. All right, so when you get your paper, you can start your sentences, okay? Put your name on it, Andy.
See, you got it? Yeah. A-C. D-A. C-A-C. One more. Then I. Oh no, T-I. No, C-A-C.
So what do you need, Daniel?
C-A-C-T-I.
Which one? C-A. C-T-I.
Do I need to have my mask on?
You're supposed to.
No. You can have it like this. Yeah, but it's not on me now. You can have it like this.
I see a lot of X's. I see the words that you picked.
You guys don't care about the virus? I do care.
All right, go ahead, Sebastian. Put your name on there and let's get started.
Do you care about your family?
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Are you going to get started, Elena? Put your name on it. No, it's your name. You need to put Ethan up on the top. Who went? Okay, but you can't use my sentence. Don't use my sentence. Use your own sentence. Pick your own 3 words.
How do you spell one?
Oh, okay, so we're going to use the plural, right? So we're not going to use mouse. We're going to use mice. More than one.
Someone do. The mice went up the clock. Oh,
Do it. I love it. Do
But
it.
how do you spell one on clock?
First, let's get mice.
Okay.
Because you have that.
Hmm?
The what? T-S. I'm starting to see sentences. So where did they go? Don't use to birth, do something else. Okay.
Ow.
Oh, good. Make sure you have your period.
Mice.
You're coming to like Matthew.
Done. I did number 1. I mean,
And come over here if you don't have more
how
room.
many turns to go? But I don't need to do
Clock. Sound it out. Clock.
Oh.
Okay, that'll be work. Say period. And underline the irregular plural noun. Good. And now do number 2.
What should I do?
So which word are you going to choose first, Annie? Oh, cacti. Oh, you do have a sentence. So cacti, and like put a period, and underline cacti.
The women.
Underline, oh, that says singular, that says fireman. Where should it be?
Women.
And this one too, right? The fireman. Play there, you know how to spell play? I'll put it up here on the board. Good, put your name and the date up there. There, let me see what the sentence is. The women went to the vet for their dogs. It's E-I. That's a good sentence. Just forget to underline it. How's it going, Ariel? Huh? School?
Last one.
Okay, so let's come over here because you don't have any more room. S.
No, which one?
2 rows. So you can underline your irregular plural. Daniel, you need to sit in your seat because you're all in Ariel's space.
Is Valencia? Can I do?
Underline
I'm done.
your period.
I'm done with Valencia.
You forgot one underlined word.
Oh, I know.
Do you want to read your sentences to the class?
Sure.
Okay, come on up.
I'm gonna go read my sentence.
So, you're going to spell that. Okay. All right, so Elena's done with her 3 sentences, and she's going to go ahead and read them to you, and you can listen and see if you can hear the irregular plural nouns when she reads them.
The sheep went outside to eat. The women were talking. The firemen put out the fire.
Very good. Give her an applause. Ruben, are you there? Do you want to read yours? No?
I'm done.
With all 3 of them? Okay, come up and read.
Which one? I forgot my paper. I forgot my paper. Ooh, I know.
All right, you ready, Jackson?
The firemen put out
Good job. Give him an applause. I don't know what kind of paper you want.
The fish.
Get
When,
back
now
here.
that I'm done, can I read my book?
Yes, when you're done, you can read your book, Elena.
Done. Oh wait, hold on. I'm all done.
Miss B. Can I read my sentences?
Are you done with all three of them? Do you want to come, are they underlined your words? Underline your words and then you can come up front.
And it's a vast made up of 5. How do you spell tank?
Put it in a sentence. Tell me it in a sentence, Matthew.
The fish that live in the tank.
The tank, okay. Just wasn't sure what you were saying. Tank. All right, Andy, come on up. Hold on, Manuel. So Andy wants to read his sentences too. He says he has 3 sentences. Come on, Andy. Let me take a look real quick.
That's my shirt.
Oh, very good, very good.
So,
The cacti hurt my foot.
Very good. The cacti hurt his foot.
The man wore board.
Hold on just a second. Elena? He's reading.
I put my feet in the pool.
Very good. Give him an applause. You did very good.
Miss B. Miss B. Did you know that South Africa is very tiny?
What? Tell me what paper you want. Like more of this paper?